Think. Come on, wait until you ask. All fine, all fine. All good. It's not your fault. It's mine. I answered it.
Just on the referees and the reaction, do you think it's possible to change, or
It has to. Wait, maybe I should wait for the rest of it.
for you to change?
For me to change?
Yeah.
Of course. I changed completely. It was my first card in England.
Yeah.
My first card. And, yeah, was red. And again, my fault. Reaction is always my fault. But of course, it was the action before. It was not that I stood there all the time. It was a boring 0-0, and all of a sudden I went bonkers. No, it was obviously something. Look, again, it's before I say no excuse, because I don't want an excuse. It happened. It was obvious. It wasn't public. Everybody saw it. So, and that he gave me the red card for this, absolutely okay. Really, send him away. Fine. But before the goals City scored happened, the disallowed goal in the end, I'm not sure you can be in a better position to see that it was a corner. When I also made a brilliant save, so it was a Mo Salah, 1-1 goalie, bam, touch, and immediately now. So and that's how all the things start. So it's always a little bit here and there, and then obviously the whole situation around the goals. If you just whistle a first foul, then there's no other foul afterwards from. It's not a foul, but it's just, you have to whistle it. So like Haaland tries to get the ball, but Ali's there with the hand. So all these things doesn't happen. And it's all in your mind. You know, this is a corner, but the next situation is a goal. And I think, wow, that of course that's inside. And again, I know about our role in public and how difficult it is to be a ref. Oh my God, I know that. And I am a ref 5 times a week in different situations. You never can do it right. Yeah, you do it like this, and all the 5 other players tell you, no, that's the other way. I know exactly the situation. So, but in the end, of course, we are all human beings, and we react like we react. Yes, and the 99 minutes in this case, okay, for me not, but were pretty intense, and being always like the perfect version of yourself is actually in life not possible, and in these moments it's even a bit more difficult. So, but what has to change is like, why would you whistle a game like this? So, yes, more body contact allowed, that's England, fine, blah, blah, blah. But you cannot let all these things happen where both managers go. When I spoke to around the disallowed goal, I went to Pep and we spoke. And I said, that was a foul. He said, yeah, of course it was a foul, but it was a foul there, and there. He's right. That's exactly how we saw it. So why would you have this? The hectic, that's why it was so hectic. So like, because all of the time, everybody was on his toes, foul, oh, game on, and all these kind of things. And that's where, as an entertainment part of football, which I understand, as a player safety thing as well, a very important player safety part as well in football, and that's in danger in these moments. So because you saw the players adapted to it. It's like, okay, they can do it, we can do it. So all of a sudden everyone's sliding, and that's just dangerous. It is.
Is it right that the referee said to yourself and Pep or the coaching teams that you would let the game, that you would let challenges go and that you would play off?
But that's normal. That's what, yeah, and he said it before the game. But it's
Does that normally happen?
yeah. So it's just especially in top games, they say, we'll not whistle everything. That's pretty much the message. I don't want to say now, don't know exactly how the wording is, but the message is, come on, we want to let the game flow. I understand that completely, but a foul is still a foul, so we cannot change that. And pulling is, by the way, a real foul, because it has nothing to do with football. It's no body contact. It's just taking a shirt and bring it down. So that makes no sense. It's for me, pulling was for me always in my life was a yellow card, because when a player passed the other one and you see the shirt be stretched, I always thought it's lazy. So why do that? Okay, that was not this kind of situation. It was a close challenge, and but it's a foul. whistle it, and it has no impact, a negative impact on the game. Let the game flow. Come on.
Did you say earlier that you spoke to Anthony Taylor after the game?
Yeah.
Did you?
Oh, we have a completely open discussion, but what we say in that room stays obviously in that room. There's nothing to say about. But it was a calm talk after how long was press conference and everything? Half an hour, a bit longer. Sitting there and having a chat about it. I apologized to the assistant, of course. So in my mind it was not that long, but when you see all the pictures, and it looks like I stood there 5 minutes. But thank God it was only. I went there, and I was not disrespectful. I was shouting, "How can you not?" But with my face, I said, "That's the problem."
Jurgen, I appreciate you've spoken for a long time and your honesty too. Appreciate that. Just feel you deserve
A red card.
no. You deserve to be able to answer this question whether you choose to or not. But you were accused directly, it appears, by Manchester City in quotes given to a newspaper of something which you your whole life have actually stood against, which is xenophobia.
Definitely. I don't feel, in this specific case, I don't feel hit at all. I know myself, and you cannot hit me with something which is miles away from my personality. If I would be, I still can't remember the word. Well, no, now I can remember it. I don't say it, but if I would be like this, I would hate myself for being like this. And so, yeah, I said a lot of times in my life I said things and they were a little bit open for misunderstanding. I know that, but not intentionally. It just happens. You say something and then later you realize, oh my God, that could be understood like this. But this is not one of these moments. It was not.
Absolutely. And you appear to almost you've been put on trial for something perfectly legitimate that you said, which seems at the very least unfair, but perhaps to actually try and crush that conversation, which should be allowed to be had.
Obviously, not all of you journalists see it the same way. Very chief writers. Some see it differently, and that's why it's an open world, obviously, and so you can have different views. That's how it is. So, nothing to say.
Thank you.
Well done.
That's it.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you. Bye bye.